I believe, unofficially today, the cat was let out of the bag about Wrestlemania 33. Honestly, a lot of people had known that Minneapolis, Minnesota was the leading person to get Wrestlemania 33. I know that some people are very positive on them going there. Basically, maybe the WWE Hall of Fame being able to lay out, a big thing for the AWA. Vern Gagne and a lot of the wrestlers that were there going into the Hall of Fame. Some people, even me, sort of saying, like, what the hell is there to do in Minnesota? All I really know about Minnesota is Kirby Puckett and the Minnesota Twins. I mean, that's really, honestly, that and, Paul Blart Mall Cop, Mall of America. I watched the reality show. I don't even think that Paul Blart took place at the Mall of America. But that's really all that I think of when I think of Minnesota. But the Minnesota Vikings are building a brand new $1 billion stadium. It's going to be called U.S. Bank Stadium. That is who bought the naming rights to the stadium. But today, the Minnesota Vikings Vice President of Public Affairs was doing an interview where basically he was talking about the new stadium and basically all the things that are falling into place for Minnesota, basically putting them on the map of having this really nice stadium and being one of the nicest places to see sports in America. And during this interview, he said, before the building is even open, we have already secured the Super Bowl in 2018, the NCAA Basketball Final Four in 2019. We are a finalist and seem to be in very good position to secure the college football playoffs, the BCS championship game, and we got Wrestlemania coming. Now, a lot of people know about the rumors of Wrestlemania 33 being in Minnesota. Minnesota very publicly made a bid in order to get Wrestlemania. What I think this is a lot like is basically, for Wrestlemania 26, before WWE wanted to make the announcement, Wayne Gretzky was actually on the cover of an Arizona magazine. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It was about him being, with the Phoenix Coyotes, and but on the cover, he's wearing a T-shirt, and on the T-shirt it clearly said WrestleMania 26. Phoenix, Arizona. The cat was officially let out of the bag. I believe, basically this is a lot like when the rumors were coming out about Dallas and Santa Clara. People might not have known what number or which order they were going to go in, but people knew that they were getting the WrestleManias before the cat was out of the bag. Santa Clara did almost everything in the world to screw this up. Basically, I believe it was the mayor went to the newspaper and basically got it printed in the paper on accident that WrestleMania was coming to Santa Clara for WrestleMania 31. WWE got very upset at this. Basically, they wanted to make the announcement. They wanted to be the person who had the big rollout and a big deal of coming and being on the West Coast yet once again, to the point where there was even stories of maybe WWE pulling WrestleMania 31 and moving it because they wanted it to be done on their terms and not done by the mayor running his mouth to the newspaper about making a bid in order to get the big deal. I think that this is pretty much a way of saying that it's the cat's in the bag. WWE released a statement basically saying that yes, Minnesota is in the running to secure a future WrestleMania, but the decision has not been made. I would not believe that for that much. I just think that if this guy's going to come out and say that he's got WrestleMania coming, he's going to make sure that he has it coming. I think there's a lot of good news. There's a lot of people that have commented on my WrestleMania 33 video that I made in the past about Minnesota being the front runner, thinking that they were really excited because that's somewhere that they're close to. I know that a lot of people always dream of going to WrestleMania. They don't really want to travel in order to get there, and when it lands in your backyard, like in Miami for Big Rats or Ross, Gold Standard 000 in Atlanta. For me at WrestleMania 31, only having to drive 2 hours in order to get there, you get very lucky, and that's a good thing. So, what do you think? WrestleMania 33 in Minnesota. Like I said, I don't really know a lot that goes on there, but when it comes down to it, I don't really do a whole lot except for wrestling that week. That's one of the main reasons why I go there. As long as there's an Access, an NXT, a Ring of Honor, a WrestleCon, WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw, I'll be a happy guy.